Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been such a long time since I filmed a video, and I just want to apologise for that. I'm honestly so sorry. I have really neglected this channel, and it's such a shame because I love filming videos for you guys, so I have really missed it. But life just got really hectic, and I have had a lot of struggles, both mental and physical health. So yeah, I had to just get over all of that, and then I was just so excited to film another video for you guys now that everything has settled down again. So for this video, we are doing a cage rearrange for a new addition. Her name is Avie, and she is a hybrid dwarf. She originally was a foster hamster, but unfortunately she has a lot of health conditions, so we couldn't actually adopt her out to anywhere because obviously she was sick. So I actually ended up keeping her for myself and adopting her into the A-crew. She is such a lovely little hamster, and it is such a shame that she has had such a tough start in life. Obviously she was a rescue, so unfortunately her previous life wasn't the best, and we did rescue her from quite a tough situation, and it's actually what caused all of her health problems. So this is just a little message to say this is why hamsters need proper care and proper enrichment and proper diet, because it does cause long-term issues for the hamster if they aren't cared for properly, and this is exactly what has happened to Avie, which is just so unfortunate. But we're so grateful that she is actually on a stable path at the minute, and she's doing really well, so that's all that matters. So in this video, basically what we're doing is making her temporary foster cage or set up into a more permanent enriching setup. So her enclosure is one of the foster enclosures, but however it is over the minimum, so it is suitable for a permanent cage, which means luckily I didn't have to move her or anything or add to any more stress. But basically all we're doing is making it more enriching, adding more textures, adding more sprays and forage, and just making it a lot more permanent for her, as she is going to be living her life out in the A-crew room. So as you can see, she's just popped out of her burrow, and she is a white hybrid dwarf, and she's so tame, which is so surprising considering everything she's been through. But she is a really lovely hamster, and I'm so excited for you to all meet her. At some point I do want to do an in-depth video of all of the hamsters, and like hamsters we've had in the past and hamsters that are current, just because for those of you who don't follow my social medias, you won't actually know about many of the hamsters, and I would really love for you all to know about them all. So I will definitely do that at some point, but for now all of my hamsters are all introduced on my TikTok and my Instagram, so definitely go and follow those if you don't already. I will put them down below. So as you can see now, I have just taken everything out of the cage, and I am just starting to fill it back up again. I am just starting to bury a willow tunnel as like a little burrow starter. She isn't the best burrower, so I'm just trying to encourage it a little bit. Next, I'm just compressing down all of the bedding so that when she does start burrowing, it will hold all of the burrows really nicely. Then of course it's time to start adding back in all of her enrichment. So she has a 20cm Trixie wheel, and I actually, since this video, have upgraded her to a Getzoo wheel now that she has become a permanent hamster. I am then adding in some grapevine. She absolutely loves this piece of grapevine, and she's always climbing over it, which is so fun to watch because my hamsters have never really been like climbers, because that's really not what hamsters do. But she really likes it, so it's super cute to watch her climb all over the grapevine. And I've just added in a cork log as well. Then I'm adding back in her little teepee, which she has had since she came to me, and so I wanted to keep it in her enclosure as she does love it, and she loves hiding all of her little hoard in there as well. And here is where it starts to get tricky, and I never know where to put everything, so lots of bits get moved around and switched around and changed places and everything like that. So of course we have to go through that stage in the video, as always. This little bridge is just so cute, and it's so like tiny as well and such a good size to have in like a Dwarf's enclosure. And it's from the Tiny Flowers shop Easter box, and they are just the cutest small business, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. Next, I am just adding in her sand bath. She has the round Getzoo sand bath. It does usually come with a little platform, but she doesn't really go in it when the platform's on it. I know that seems so weird because the platform like provides a little bit of cover. So instead what I do is I end up putting the little coconut hide into the sand bath, and I find that she uses her sand bath a lot more now. Then I decided to turn the Bendy bridge into a little hide and have it over by the cork log. And next I'm adding in her beloved tiny terracotta plant pots that she absolutely loves. She just loves to sit in them, and I keep trying to catch her in it so that I can take a picture because it's just the cutest thing ever, but I haven't managed to do that yet, so that's a little bit sad, but I will definitely keep trying. Next, I am just adding in some Chipsi Ultra, and my hamsters absolutely love this. They love digging in it, and so I make sure to, when I scatter feed them, I always scatter some in their Chipsi Ultra just because they love it so much. So I'm really hoping that Avie will also like it too. So I actually ended up changing the Chipsi Ultra into a smaller box just because the jar was a little bit too tall for her to crawl into, and it just looked a lot better in the box as well. And this little box actually comes with a platform on it as well, so she can also hide under there if she wanted to. Next, I added in these little stones around her sand bath. This just helps for when she climbs into her sand bath, she like steps on the rocks and they can actually help like file their nails down. So I added them around the sand bath, and they're just little rocks that I got from a reptile shop. And then of course we have to add in some blue Carefresh to make a little fake water feature, and honestly I just love the way this turned out. I do this in some of the enclosures and then I always look back and wish I didn't, but in this one I am so glad I did it because it looked so pretty. Whilst I was actually trying to put the Carefresh in front of the multi-chamber hide, I didn't realise that Avie was in it, and she started like coming out and trying to collect all of the Carefresh to take into the hide. Bless her. So unfortunately my camera had actually cut out after I put in the Flax Sprays, and I didn't realise, so I didn't actually get to film putting in the Forage and like other sprays and stuff, but I did get some pictures of the enclosure which I'm going to insert now. And yeah, I really hope that you like the finished cage because I absolutely love it. And here is a couple of pictures of the finished enclosure. I absolutely love how it turned out, and Avie has settled in to her new setup amazingly and she absolutely loves it. She's such an energetic little hamster despite everything happening. So yes, she has fitted in to the acrew perfectly, and I have added a couple of pictures of Avie as well. Unfortunately, Avie does have to stay on medication for the rest of her life, but as you can see, she is handling it amazingly. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it's not too long until I upload another one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!